Hello, dear parents. How are you all today? Welcome back to Simplified Parenting with Suhasni. And I'm your host, Suhasni, a parenting coach, a child psychologist, and a fellow parent like you all on this beautiful journey called parenting. Today, let's talk about something which most of us as parents would have used this complaint against our children. Are you able to guess what it is? Yes, some of you had guessed it, I know. It's saying, like, my child doesn't listen to me. Maybe you have told your child, how many times should I tell you this? Why do you ignore? Why do you have those shutters on your ears? You will never listen to me, and the moment I open my mouth, you'll start getting angry. Yes, most of you are nodding your heads, isn't it? I know you are not alone on this journey, my dear friends, including me. Everybody is actually had gone through this at some point or the other, irrespective of the age of their kids, right from the baby days till when they become the young adults or even the adults. The reason? Your child is not a bad listener. Very often, the real issue is not disobedience, it's something deeper. It might be connection, overwhelm, habit, timing, frustration, anxiety, or the way you're passing on the information. A lot more things are there. So, today, let's understand why children stop listening and what actually works better than shouting, repeating, threatening, emotionally blackmailing, and stuff like that. The first and foremost important truth that we need to keep in mind is that listening is not just about the ears. Your child may hear your words but still might not respond, just like adults. How many times you know call your partner and wanted to share something and your partner just keeps nodding the head without even looking at you? That's a very common situation in across households, isn't it? In the similar manner, when your child might not be looking at you, might not make an eye contact, but he might be listening you and those words are actually registering deep down in his brain. Have you ever basically tried this? I myself actually got surprised multiple times when my child repeats some proverbs or some anecdotes which I thought he never overheard us talking, but I would have commented those things to my friends during the conversation when he was in the room. So, when a child is distracted, upset, or overstimulated or emotionally disconnected, sometimes they just listen, but they might not react. Just because they're not reacting doesn't mean that we can label them as stubborn and we don't have to understand what's happening beneath their brains. Some things do register in their brains, my dear friends. You need to understand and give them the space for them to come back to you and discuss on the things. Sometimes children hear instructions from morning till night, especially the preteens. This is preteens and teens often complain that right from the morning you keep giving instructions. Wake up, brush your teeth, drink milk or coffee, tea, whatever it may be. Wear shoes, take back. Time is running. Your bus will be coming. Sit properly. Do homework. Keep bottle there. Don't do this. Don't do that. Come fast. Isn't it? I mean, the moment I start repeating all these instructions, you yourself is getting bored saying like, how many instructions this lady is going to give me today, right? In the same manner, do you have any conversation with your child on any given day without actually passing on the instructions? The fun conversation? Especially for those who are having high energy and high emotions, when you start only giving instructions, your son or daughter treats them like background noise, and then they try to basically start putting out the shutters in front of their ears so that they don't have to hear this background noise. It's not that they're disrespectful, they are highly energetic and they're not able to process multiple instructions at the same time. So you need to have the connection with your child to basically obey your instructions and then start following them. So what works? Fewer words, use clearer requests, have an eye connect before with your child before you pass on the instruction. Don't shout from some other room and expect your child to obey. Um, and don't give 10 reminders in a span of 1 or 2 minutes. Please pause, go near them, give them have an eye connect and say, please, can we make a move because time is running out? And the more shorter the sentence is, the more crisper the action will be from your child's side. Short, calm, clear instructions. Most of the times, your child, especially the highly energetic and highly emotional kids, require connection before they process any instructions. And that is the reason why most often teachers also complain in the school that your child seems to be lost because child does not have that one-to-one connection with the teacher in the classroom, and so he's not able to process the information or the lecture which the teacher is keeps on giving hour after other rather multiple teachers. So that is the reason why sometimes we wonder why the children don't listen, because they need that connection with the teacher. If you happen to observe, if they has a connection with the teacher, even though he hates the subject, the child tries hard to get the top mark in that particular subject, be it be science, maths, or language, or whatever it is, isn't it? And this is a personal experience. Even when we are kids, we used to work hard on those subjects where we like the teacher, or we might have a crush on the teacher, and we would like to impress the teacher by scoring top highest marks in the class, isn't it? And so, in this particular case, what works is a personal connection. You have call their name gently, have the eye connection, maybe have a small touch their shoulder, touch their cheek, and tell, "Can you please look at me for once? And this is what you want you have to do for me." And that pause actually changes everything for them. And when you keep giving so many instructions, especially the preteens and teens, where they're working hard towards their independence, they feel constricted, they feel controlled when you keep giving these many instructions. So instead of that, start offering choices wherever possible. Would you like to shower now, or have dinner and then go and shower? Do you want to have finish your homework first and then have the snack later, or first have the snack and then finish your homework? At the end of the day, both the things will have to be get done, and you're passing on the responsibility to your child, so that means less power struggle, and the chores or the responsibilities gets done. Sometimes the child who is not listening actually is coming home tired from the school, upset because of a fight with the friend, or hungry, anxious, feeling mentally drained out, feeling criticized, mentally exhausted, so many other things, right? So even at times we struggle when we are coming back from the office after a very hard day's work. We just want to sit down, stretch our legs, relax, maybe browse on the mobile. And we need the time to regulate our emotions, our frustrations, our fears, and everything, isn't it? So you need to give that space for your growing up kids to regulate their emotions first. And as I keep telling you again and again, the child's prefrontal cortex is still developing, and so they need a lot more time and lot more help in regulating their emotions. So instead of passing on the instructions the moment they step into the door, you just go give them offer them a glass of water, or if their favorite snack, provide them that ambience where they can chill out for a couple of minutes, let them settle down first, and then when you start talking, they'll more likely to start listening to you. And the worst mistake, which most parents often do, is repeating too much, like, Rohan, come on, bus is going to come. And every 30 seconds, after 30 seconds, you keep repeating the same instruction again and again. The child gets annoyed, right? So the child knows, okay, my mom will keep shouting like this for 10 times, so I don't have to worry. I can start getting ready when she starts the eighth time. So mentally, they'll start chilling out and counting the number of times you will be shouting. Instead of that, just give them the timer or the visual clue, saying like, by this time you need to get ready, or by this time you need to go. And when you actually follow through those visual reminders and guide them to follow them, then there will be less yelling at the house and more follow throughs, and your connection with your child also strengthens up. Uh, for example, the age of the child also matters when you're giving the visual clues, or when you're giving some instructions, because for the younger kids, the more you engage them in challenging playful reminders, the quicker they'll be able to follow your instructions. Whereas preteens need respect and explanation, saying why they have to follow these instructions. Because if we don't follow these instructions, they will not. You guys will not be able to reach to that destination in time. And if we are not able to reach the destination in time, then there will be subsequent consequences that they have to face from the teachers, or coaches, or friends and stuff like that. And for teens, they need more autonomy, more calmness, not just lectures. So you need to fine tune your instructions in such a way depending on the age of the kids. So that is a very important reminder, which I was just want to tell you that if your child is not listening often, it does not mean you're failing. Sometimes it simply means that the old method no longer matches the child's growing stage. Your parenting also requires updates. Just like how our phones require updates, parenting tools also need updates. So instead of asking why doesn't my child listen, try asking what is making cooperation hard for my child right now. And that one question can soften your tone and improve your relationship. So, my dear parents, children listen best when they feel seen, respected, and connected. Not always immediately, not perfectly, but deeply. If this episode helped you, please share it with another parent who often says, "My child never listens to me." And if you enjoy practical, hot-led parenting support, stay connected to this podcast. And before leaving this podcast, I just want to tell you one more tip. If you feel, if you're counseling too much to your child, and if you feel your child is not listening to you because of whatever so and so reason, enlist the help of a mentor who can be your family friend, grandparents, or your neighbors who are more closer to your child and who doesn't judge your child, and to whom your child starts opening their heart easily, and get the help of that particular mentor, so that that mentor can counsel your child to listen to you. It's simpler, isn't it? That is the reason why I say it requires a village to raise a child into an emotionally strong individual. So that's all, my dear friends. Take care. Let's meet next week with another interesting episode. Enjoy your time. Have a good day. Bye bye.